Hi, I'm Dr. Carol Solomon, and I discovered a simple strategy to accomplish any goal. But first, I want to warn you about the biggest problem threatening your health and happiness today. And I say warn because most people have no idea that this is the real enemy. But it's costing you and your health and your self-esteem because it affects how confident you feel about yourself and how hopeful you feel going forward about your ability to succeed. It's not a lack of willpower. It's not your motivation. It's not even how much you eat or your cravings. It's your stress and the habitual way that your body responds to it. Stress is not about somebody whining. Stress is a killer. It can kill your brain cells, make you depressed, and knock out your immune system, disrupting your ability to heal. Defeating stress isn't just to make you feel better. It's to save your life. Stress does nasty things to us at the cellular level. It brings on the dangerous kind of belly fat. It destroys your vitally important telomeres and speeds up aging. It throws you off balance and interferes with all the positive habits you're trying to create. If you don't have good habits and stress shows up, then you just keep sabotaging yourself and having to start over. Stressed people often don't get enough exercise or sleep, and they gain weight easier. In a recent study, stress eating was linked to an 11-pound weight gain per year. Research shows that under stress, people typically seek out the foods they eat out of habit, healthy or not. This is actually good news because it gives us a strategy for dealing with stressful conditions. It's habits, not cravings, that drive food choices during times of stress. We all know we should have better habits, but motivation does not work when you're emotionally distressed. 97% of all diets fail because of emotional distress. And then you've just wasted valuable time and energy, not to mention the damage it does to your confidence. And it's a constant sense of failure. What I've seen in my practice is that most people don't need more information to get going. They just need to take simple actions consistently. The problem is, it's not that the steps are hard. It's just that it's just as easy not to do them. First of all, we don't like being told what to do, even by ourselves. Second, there's no immediate consequence of not taking the action. If you skip your workout, you don't immediately lose all your muscle tone. Therefore, success and failure look a lot alike in the short run. And when stress enters the picture, all of our good intentions suddenly disappear. So here's what I think is needed. Stress management tools, because a stress-free mind is a fat-burning machine. Micro habits that work with your brain to get around your resistance. And coaching to give you support and accountability. Stress can be decreased alone, but others can be a tremendous help. So let me be blunt. The health challenges you face today are colossal. You can try to wing it, read more diet books, or try different approaches and probably get more frustrated and discouraged in the process. Or you can hire someone to help you. If you choose to go it on your own, then you may have some initial success, but as we all know, that success is often short-lived. Why? Because you're missing some critical elements that cause you to return to your old habits and sabotage your weight loss. Some people seek professional help, and that is good. But most professional therapists are not trained in the psychology of weight loss. I should know. I work with people all over the world to help them discover the causes of the overwhelming urge to overeat. And it's very healing, but it takes time. And there are no magic bullets, only strategies. And frankly, some work far better than others. Most people use strategies like creating rules and restrictions. No more sweets, no more eating after 7 p.m., no snacks. How motivating is that? The problem is that this approach creates a feeling of deprivation, and we end up rebelling against our own rules. This is why most diets result in a net gain. This approach takes away your freedom, and that's one of the worst things that can happen to a person. Research shows that even more than being healthy, most people want to feel free and in control. So one of the antidotes to stress is to use a strategy that makes you feel free and in control. And it helps to practice changing your behavior only a little bit at a time. Behavior change can actually be very simple. It's not as hard or complicated as people think. It's pretty systematic. The mistake people make is relying on motivation, which goes up and down with your feelings, or willpower, which can easily be depleted under stress. Here's the deal. There are really only 3 ways to change behavior in the long run. First, have a breakthrough. Although we know that insight does not always lead to behavior change. Second, change your environment. The environment does matter. And third, take baby steps. Why baby steps? Because even small changes can trigger the fear response in the brain. The only way around this is to make changes small enough so the brain doesn't object. I call these microhabits. With this approach, you don't have to train yourself on what to do. You already know what to do, and you've done it before. What's missing is training yourself to do those things consistently and make it automatic so you don't have to think about it. If you want to lose weight, there are a lot of behaviors you can focus on to lead to the outcome you want, like eating, working out, and reducing stress. And if you make those behaviors small enough, then you can take motivation and willpower off the table. If you automatically ate healthy, worked out, and managed your stress, then weight would not be an issue. I get that most people have had more failure and struggle than success with this issue. And failure is exhausting. But this problem is solved. The behaviors that matter most are habits. We know how to create good habits in a reliable way that anyone can do. We can't do it all at once, but we can do it in a way that doesn't require motivation or willpower, doesn't trigger resistance, or have you giving up in hopelessness. Instead, you get to feel successful every day. And that makes all the difference. Join us.